Plaintiff Akita Mitchell was good friends with the defendant, and they came from similar backgrounds, except that the defendant grew up in the streets and was a drug user. Akita's suing because she claims her car went missing while it was in the defendant's possession. Defendant Stacey Gorham admits that Akita's car was missing while she had it in her possession, but she believes Akita took the car back and is hiding it. Stacey's countersuing for defamation of character.
Start with you.
I met Stacey in 2009. We were good friends back in the day. We both grew up without mothers. Stacey grew up on the streets. I grew up with my grandparents. Although we grew up of having similar backgrounds, we have things that are different. Stacey has been clean for 12 years. She's
Do you all have any problems during your friendship since '09 other than this?
not that we had some arguments, but it wasn't anything that was of severity that would cause anything like this to occur.
Didn't cause you to break up your friendship?
We did have a situation. It was
other than this?
One situation.
Okay. She seems anxious to mention it. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go right ahead.
No, I just wanted to say back in January, I just relocated back to New Jersey from California, San Bernardino, and in January we fell out when I came up to New Jersey for a funeral, and I lost contact with her.
Why did you all fall out?
I really don't remember exactly. I just know that
Just fell out.
it was just done for me at that time,
Don't
and
know.
I just didn't want to reach out.
Remember
at
the
that
month,
time.
but not why.
I remember.
Good. Why?
We were in a conversation. She had reached out to a girlfriend of mine and stated how she didn't like me, for her not to have conversation with me, for her not to have conversation with me, for her to not have any dealings with me. And I didn't understand why. The young lady spent the night in my home. She was really, really close to me. So I didn't understand why she would slander me and have any reason to have kick my
Man,
back
be quiet.
in.
You said you didn't know.
Sorry.
She's being very explicit and you keep interrupting. Please be quiet. I gave you a chance. You don't know? Do you know? Now she knows. So please don't interrupt. Go ahead.
She contacted sister on Facebook, and she approached her and said that please be mindful what you say to Akita. Don't have any conversation with her. Do not have any dealings with her. I don't want to have anything to do with her any longer. But mind you, she was sleeping in my home. She spent the night in my home. So the young lady approached me and said, do you know Khadijah Muhammad? That's her name, that's on Facebook. And I said, yeah, I do know her. That's my sister. She said, well, apparently she's not your sister. This is what she had to say to you. She read the message to me, and it was explained to me how she didn't want to be my friend anymore, how she didn't like me. So it came into play how she didn't want to deal with me, and I kind of left her alone at that point. So I reached out to her during the month of Ramadan to say how I wanted to be her friend again, because we were calling each other sisters and twins. I really enjoyed her company. Even though she had a background of the streets, I enjoyed having dealings with her. She was a pretty nice person, in my opinion. I beg to differ. She's really not like that. She's not like that anymore. It's really, really close to me, so I didn't understand why she would slander me and have any reason to have kick my
Man,
back
be quiet.
in.
You said you didn't know.
Sorry.
She's being very explicit and you keep interrupting. Please be quiet. I gave you a chance. You don't know? Do you know? Now she knows.
Plaintiff Akita Mitchell is suing because she claims her car went missing while it was in the defendant's possession. But the defendant believes Akita took the car back and is hiding it.
Let me hear from you, ma'am. Anything else?
Yes, I just want to touch bases on what she's talking about. In January, when I came up for the funeral, I came to Akita's house like 11 o'clock that night, straight from the airport. So I was at her house a few hours, didn't go to sleep because the hospitality wasn't there. I sat up on a couch all night. As far as what she's saying, dealing with a sister on Facebook, that didn't come about until in February. So that's not why we fell out in January. That came about in February.
Do you remember yet?
And I don't remember exactly what it was in January, but what she's talking about dealing with that sister, yes, I did do that, and I'm not going to sit here and lie, but that was in February. So,
all right, let's get to the value of the car you're suing about.
Okay. In August, she asked to use my car. I have an Acura 2004 and I had the 1995 Honda Civic. Stacey needed to use the car. That was my backup car. So anytime she needed to use the car, I would let her use the car. she let me borrow $307 to pay my car note for the Acura. It was agreed that whenever you need to use the Honda Civic, you can use it, but on October 3rd, pay me back the $307.
That's not true.
She stopped payment on a $307 check.
Right.
She took the car and was using the car. On September the 13th, I asked her, could I borrow the car to go to Philadelphia and go and pick up my passport because I was planning to make Hajj this year. She told me no, and that if I didn't give her back the $307, she wouldn't let me borrow the car. I didn't understand why she told me no, because again, she agreed that I can use the car at any duration time that I needed to use the car.
Yes.
Here's the witness statement from the person that she accused of coming to take the car.
Well, we're just going to hear from her first before you give me your statement.
Okay.
Ma'am?
Yes, I have used Akita car in August. We had came to the agreement in August that I can use her car to get back and forth to work. And on the 9th, I had got a ticket on her car. I called her and told her.
When did you give it back to her?
She never did.
Hold on.
Yes, I gave her car back because she said her husband.
When, ma'am? When?
On the 4th, August
September?
the 4th. August the 4th. When I got the oil change,
Ma'am,
August the 3rd.
Hold on. You gave her back the car August 4th.
Yes.
And you say you got tickets on it when?
Yes, I had got a ticket on her car the 9th.
Of what?
August.
How does that happen if you gave it back on
because
the 4th?
because I was using her car off and on. Off and on. That's
so you
what I'm
didn't
saying.
give it back on the 4th?
I gave it back, then I called again. I needed to use your car.
I'm not
It was like
asking
that.
about how many times you went back and forth, ma'am.
Okay.
I want to know about the last time you had her car and what happened to it then.
Okay. On September the 8th, I gave Akita a check for $307 because she needed to pay her truck notes.
All right.
I have
Want
a
me to see
copy
that?
of that. I can't, on August the 13th, I never agreed to let Akita use the car. When she came up with the proposal of, I let her know that I didn't have no money. I'm relocating. I'm starting over. I'm trying to get me a car. I don't have the money. She asked me saying that the bank kept calling her and she needed the $307. She was like, look, you could use my 1995 Hyundai Civics on October the 3rd when she got her check or whatever, she was going to give me my $307 back. So she came and picked me up. We went to her house. I wrote the check out. It was just me and her in her house. She went and got the key and the little radio. I left. On the 13th, my day off of work, her husband was going to come and get the car. And I was like, because they had a spare key. I said, if your husband going to come get the car, make sure he ring the bell and give me my $307. She said, that wasn't the agreement. He don't have anything to do with this. I said, you're right. You know, so why will he come get the car? She was like, no problem, Twin. You're right. I'll figure something else out. So I went upstairs, started cooking, and came outside, car gone. Called Akita right
What
back.
What time was that?
About 10:40 a.m. Called her and was like, Akita, your car is not outside. So her first words was, well, my car costed $1,500. We need to come up with some type of agreement. Can I come to your house and get my $1,500? Like, it was never, like a reaction to, this is your car. Your car is not out there. If it was me, my reaction would be like, my car is stolen. Let me call the police sister. But instead, she want to argue with me and straight up, I paid $1,500 for my car.
What was your reaction?
So my reaction was, you know what, sis, I'm not giving you no $1,500. You should call the police. Sis, I'm not going to argue with you. I said, Assalamu alaikum, I'm going to call you back. I called my bank and said I wanted to cancel the check. That's exactly what I did. I called her back and let her know I canceled the check.
But to your knowledge, she didn't come and get it. You have no reason to believe that.
Right. Side. So her first words was, well, my car costed $1,500. We need to come up with some type of agreement. Like, it was never, like a reaction to, this is your car. Your car is not out there.
But to your knowledge, she didn't come and get it. You have no reason to believe that.
Plaintiff Akita Mitchell is suing because she claims her car went missing while it was in the defendant's possession. But the defendant believes Akita took the car back and is hiding it.
But we do know that you had her car.
Yes.
And we do know that her car is gone.
Right.
After you had it.
Right. But I was in the house
Who should
sleep.
be, I understand.
And like I said, I really believe that they came and got the car and the car is hidden. Like she's sitting there saying
Let me
that.
explain the law to you. You had her possession, and as such, you were responsible for making sure that her possession was safe and undamaged. Instead, what happened? It was taken away. So her burden was to show that you were the last person to have her car, to her knowledge, and that it was taken while under your supervision. You now have the burden of proving that it was taken in a different manner. You have to be able to prove to me, yes, she gave it to me, but this is what happened, and she had something to do with it happening.
Well, I really feel like I have characteristic letters from police officers stating,
Just give me a police report. If you went to the police.
No, I have.
They don't give you letters. They give you a police report.
No, I never made a report because I don't have information on her car.
Police?
This is
What
about my character of she's saying I got her car stolen. I don't be around
What do you
nobody
mean, your character?
She's saying that I got her car stolen.
Oh,
my
are you
past
saying
because
that?
yes.
Man, please don't yell. Are you saying that she had someone come and steal your car intentionally?
In regards to she had my car in her possession.
And
She was
it's
the
gone.
last one who had my car.
Right, see, she
Whether
didn't
she
say that.
had
It's
it
here.
or she
Ma'am,
stole it.
she's not saying that today. Listen to her carefully. Are you saying that she set it up to have your car stolen or not?
No, I'm saying
Okay,
that
that's all I need to
But
give
it's
you. Say
written
is no.
from her of what she said. Her handwriting
set it
is
up?
what she said.
Read
I
it.
got her
Please
car.
read it. That you set it
It
up
says
to be
Stacy
stolen.
Gorham borrowed my car September the 8th. September the 13th, she was supposed to return my car. That's not true. October the 3rd.
Man, please.
Okay, sorry. Okay. It say return my 1995 Hyundai Civic on September the 13th. I received a phone call from Miss Gorham stating that my car wasn't outside where she parked it. I honestly feel that Miss Gorham had my car stolen because
Did
she
you
had
write
to
that?
return
wrote
it.
that, and however
Why did you
this
tell me
Now
no?
via Facebook, she's
No, I was
searching
very
for
clear.
a car
I said,
and
did you
insurance
say
for
that?
a
And you
vehicle.
said, man, don't you hear me
Oh,
talking?
sorry. I was reading it like you asked me
Yeah,
to.
but when
sir.
I talk, you be quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Weren't you in the street at some point?
Yes,
So
I
you
was.
know a lot of people that went to court.
Yes,
Have you been to court?
Yes,
So
you're
you know
right,
how
Your
this
Honor.
goes.
You're right.
All
You're
right.
right.
Don't forget how it goes.
You're right. I'm
All
just
right.
so
'Cause
hyped.
now you're back.
Yes.
It's all right. And so in the future, you might go again.
Yes.
All right.
She also stated 3 days after.
No, ma'am. I'm going with what you just told me. But that still, ma'am, doesn't overcome the fact that you were in the possession of her property when her property disappeared.
Right.
So you're responsible unless you can show how she is responsible.
I just feel like it was, for me being in the streets, it was red flags all around from the door. She just asking for money. Just my car cost her $1,500. It's no thing where as though she concerned about her car. Let me make a police report. They had keys. I feel like they came and got that car.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
I can't grant you a judgment.
Yeah, I understand that.
Man, please listen. I can't grant you a judgment on a hunch.
Plaintiff Akita Mitchell is suing because she claims her car went missing while it was in the defendant's possession. But the defendant believes Akita took the car back and is hiding it.
Now, your $1,500 for
Okay.
defamation is for what?
Okay, lying. How did I get
Lying
her
about
car?
what?
Okay, I'm a recovering drug
Lying
addict.
about what?
That I got her car stolen and I got her car stolen.
Okay, she said
My
she
thing-
believes that.
Okay, but that's not.
That's an opinion.
Okay,
you can't
that's
sue
her.
for defamation is not an opinion.
Okay,
Defamation is the ma'am, your claim is dismissed and yours is granted. Have a good day.
It's fine. It's fine. Me personally, she was like my sister. We called each other twins. But with this, she know the type of person that I am. Yeah, I'm a recovering addict, and that's my past. I work, I go home, I'm a taxpayer. I'm not tripping off of that. Yeah, she let me use her car, and I appreciated that. But I don't get down like that. I never brought nobody around her because I don't be with nobody. So my past, and I got someone to steal your car, that's not the case. If you sit there and you say, oh, I told my husband, you take good care of my car, you took better care of my car than he did, this, that, and the other, then why am I here if I'm this type of
I have
person?
nothing to say. I won a case.
Like, I'm just done.